Good afternoon to one and all. I would like to invite all of you for this wonderful session on motivational session with a successful innovator. I would like to welcome our Vice Chairman Garu, Shri GNV Vibhu Reddy Garu, to this session. And I would like to invite our Director Sir Dr. MD Samiruddin Khan Garu to this session. And the faculty, those who have shown interested and joined the session, I would like to welcome all of you and my dear students. So I would like to welcome all the participants from our group of institutions, Sridatta group of educational institutions. And finally, I would like to invite our resource person, Mr. Sheikh Imran Garu. He is a director for Big Sense Technologies. He has invited my invitation immediately and taken his time and is here to motivate all of our students. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here for this session.
Thank you so much. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
It's audible, sir.
Right.
So,
So first of all, right.
I will tell you, sir. So, I would like to invite our director, sir, to address our participants here. Sir, I would like to invite and sir, please, can you speak for?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Javed, for the introduction, and congratulations to you for having the second activity under Institute Innovation Cell awarded by MHRD. The previous event was quite successful. Two of our speakers were very effective in making the students and faculty understand the current national education policy. So, in continuation to that, this session, which is meant for interacting with a innovator, a successful innovator, to understand what is innovation, what is incubation, what is entrepreneurship, is really a enlightening kind of session. I hope our students will get motivated and inspired by the resource person, the distinguished resource person, Mr. S.K. Imran Garu. I welcome Mr. S.K. Imran on behalf of Sridatta Institutions for this session. And it will be wonderful hearing from you about what exactly are what is the meaning of innovation from the innovator himself. So I would just like to brief up certain things about what exactly is innovation and ideation and incubation, because these are the buzzwords of today. These are the buzzwords resonating in every academic circle. Many colleges have started their own incubation centers and innovation centers. From the past many years, every faculty in the class will tell a student that you have to get good marks in the examination, you have to get good ranks in the examination to get a good job. I have rarely found any faculty from all these years telling any student that you need to have a deep spirit of inquiry, you need to have questioning ability, you need to have ideas and experiment to become an entrepreneur or to start a enterprise of your own or become an employer rather than becoming an employee. These words never came from the mouth of the faculty. I don't know about today's scenario whether faculty speaks that kind of words in classroom, but as far as I know, that still I find rarely any faculty speaking about this. And other thing is that we are educated in those kind of schools and colleges where experimenting was very less. The experimentation part was very poor. Because of that, we could not learn by doing. We could not have hands-on experience on the technology we have learned theoretically, and that is the reason our students, they lack practical knowledge. Theoretically, they are sound, but they lack practical knowledge. Labs are not used up to their capacity for developing students' ability to perform experiments or practically perform activities that were taught to them in the classroom. So, what is required in today's scenario is that colleges should promote the spirit of entrepreneurship and make the student understand what entrepreneurship exactly is, and how by contributing his ideas and innovations to the nation, he can build enterprises of his own and employ a faculty rather than becoming an employee himself. So there are certain basic things which we need to inculcate in the student. For example, student may ask like how to generate an idea. What is the, do we have any kind of book to read on it, or do we have any guidelines to follow by which you can generate an idea. See, there are books definitely that gives you guidelines about how to edit and all, but the major responsibility lies in the inherent capability you possess. Everyone of us have that inherent capability to become an inventor or a scientist, but we are not utilized it. Uh, for example, uh, you might have been remembering your childhood. How many questions did you ask your parents in the childhood? Do you ask that many questions now to your teachers or professors? The answer is clearly no. It's because somewhere down the line, we have suppressed our questioning ability, being very busy in learning syllabus and passing the exams. So what is required is we need to revive that abilities what we have in us. There are some keywords I'll be giving to you so that you can make a note and you can try to exercise those activities yourself, and you can also be into the mainstream of innovation and ideation. So Albert Einstein used to have a concept called combinatory play. What he used to do is he used to associate two things together and find out what would be the resultant of it. Like, for example, a torch and an umbrella. So, when you associate these two things, what do you get out of it? You may get an idea that if I associate a umbrella with a torch, this might be giving rise to a new idea where a person in the darkness, when it's raining, can use that umbrella, and with the light of the torch, he can, even see the road or the path on which he is walking. This is called association. So this was the activity Albert Einstein used to do. That's called combinatory play. Combinatory play. So the other thing is that you need to have lot of questioning in your mind. Should question the status quo. Why things are like that? Why a clock is always round that we wear on the wrist? Why it cannot be square or triangular? So that kind of questioning, and why how this long trees are there, tall trees of this toddy and all, how water from the ground level will reach to the top without using any multi-stage pumps, without using any electricity, how nature has made them like that. Such kind of questions should be asked by you. And when you're traveling, commuting from your college to the house or somewhere from house to somewhere, on the way what you see around you, the nature around you, you need to ask questions about it, how it existed like this, how human beings existed all these years, what was the origin of human beings. Because even in Baba Atomic Research also Center also, the basic research is going on this origin of human beings only. So the other thing is your observation should be very sharp. whatever you see around you, you need to observe that and try to understand how, on what principle it's working, how does it work. And you have to have a good network of friends with the same mindset so as to discuss your idea with them. And by networking, you'll be able to, fill the gaps that you have in your idea. And a lot of experimenting needs to be done. So with experiments, we'll come across failures as well as a success. You can note down the results of the experiments, the empirical data of the experiment for your future use. So to just brief up, you need to have association kind of activity, questioning, observation, networking, and experimenting. So an entrepreneur is a person who has an idea that is ready for the market. If he has a good idea that is ready for the market, then he can go ahead incubating that idea, making a prototype of it, and then commercializing it. And for this, the entrepreneur should have lots and lots of perseverance, lots of risk-taking abilities, and as I said, all the 5 qualities what I discussed earlier. Infosys is the best example of it. There were a set of IIT graduates. You have Nandan Nilekani, you had Mr. Murthy, who was the chairman of Infosys. So they were a group of friends that graduated from IIT Bombay, and they had an idea to automate the banking transactions. At that time, there was no software related with banking activities. The market was ready for that idea, and immediately they went ahead with working on it, incubating it, and making it commercialized. And the 3 things that are very much required for a successful entrepreneur is that, first of all, idea is important, and the team to implement that idea. So the team should be consisting of people who have mutually exclusive talent. So in Narayan Murthy's team of Infosys, one person was good in finance, other was good in marketing, one was good in technology. So each of the person in the team was having a kind of talent that was mutually exclusive, and that is the reason today we see Infosys creating a history and is the best example of entrepreneurship when it comes to the IT sector. So I would like the students to seriously venture into entrepreneurship development, attend more and more such sessions, boot camps. There are so many agencies nowadays, coming up with hackathons, boot camps. If you have the taste for starting your own enterprise, your taste for becoming an employer rather than employee, you have the risk-taking ability, you have the perseverance in you, I think this is the best kind of field you can explore your career. There might be failures. There are people who have failed, but the failure also will teach them lots and lots of lessons that can make them better entrepreneur of future. So with these words, I end my addressing, and I wish all the students that they will have a beautiful session on entrepreneurship and innovations, and I hope that they will learn and get motivated out of it. And I congratulate Mr. S.K. Imran Garu for taking up this session on our invitation. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for enlightening us and students. So I think students have got everything from your few words only, sir. You have taken very less time, but everything you have clearly mentioned to them. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful suggestions, and we will definitely try to implement, and faculty will definitely try to cooperate. And let us see, sir. After let's hope for the best. So many entrepreneurs can come from our institutions.
Thank you so much, Javed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So now I would like to invite our Vice Chairman, Sri GNV Vibhoreddy Garu, to address the participants.
Good afternoon, one and all. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. I firstly would like to congratulate all the students and welcome Mr. Imran Garu. Thank you for taking the opportunity and giving your precious time, taking up the invitation and giving your precious time for our students. I think most of the important points that were supposed to be covered, I think Samir sir has already covered. He has been my teacher also, so it has always been brief, but yet very deep with a lot of knowledge. Thank you so much, sir. Entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship and innovation are not the same things as what I feel. A young entrepreneur is different from a young student who invents something. Probably if this was the 1800s or 1900s, if there was a new innovation, people would have thought it was some kind of magic. And later in the stages, it was accepted as an innovation. But now innovation has become a kind of, business model for a lot of people. But many students have to understand that they are both very different. Just because you invented one product or one innovation does not mean it's going to become a successful model or you're going to become a successful entrepreneur. I don't know how many people follow a lot of. I understand you like watching Instagrams, Facebook, or Twitter and YouTube. I don't know how many people use it to watch the different kinds of innovations that are coming into the society, or the kinds of ideas that new innovators have got. So always try to find a problem the most important thing that I wanted to tell everybody was, do not constrain yourself to the department that you're studying in to make a product. You are an engineer, and being an engineer does not mean a CSE engineer cannot go into a EC field, or an EC engineer cannot go into civil field, or a civil graduate cannot go into any other field. So what I would like to say is there's no core engineering. Understand that you're just an engineer. So any problem in the society or any problem in your daily life, try and solve that problem becomes an innovation. The innovation, if it's helping on a larger scale, becomes a product. And a product, with the help of a few marketing or a few mentors who are good at marketing, or a few people who you have made through PR, through public relations, that becomes a business model. So it is one step after another. So never be afraid of failures, or never step back from accepting those failures. Along with Imran Garu, I think your coordinator Javed Garu himself was an entrepreneur for a little time, but he has learned a lot of things. He has become a successful teacher or a successful mentor today because of what he has learned during his days of trying new things or trying to develop new stuff. So people around you are always, they must have done something new, had their fair share of goods and bads. So never underestimate anybody. Try and learn as many new things as possible. Keep trying new things. Understand those failures, and then next go to the next step. I hope Imran Garu will put more light on this area, because he is a successful entrepreneur, and I hope everybody enjoys the session. I congratulate you all. Happy New Year to all of you once again, and I thank everybody for giving me this wonderful opportunity to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It's true, sir. I agree that multidisciplinary innovations, multidisciplinary products will definitely will have, sir, because artificial intelligence, cyber security. So also including with the VLSI technologies in IC and also including with the robotics with the mechanical. So definitely, as you have discussed, is that definitely multidisciplinary products will only will have the future. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for motivating us. Now, I would like to invite SK Imran Garu, who is the director for Big Sense Technologies Private Limited. He is successfully doing so many products. He is having so many clients, so many uh, innovations he is doing. I know him since past 3 years. So thank you, Imran Garu, for inviting our invitation and coming here by taking out
Thank
of
you.
your time. So I would like
My pleasure.
to, yes, sir. I would like to start your session.
Right. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Sai Datta Institutions Management and all the team, especially our director, sir. I'm really impressed by your speech, sir. A wonderful speech, and especially our. I would like to thank Chairman, sir, and Vice Chairman, sir, and all the faculty members who have joined this session, and especially the IIC team for this wonderful event. And you're doing excellent, extraordinary work. And these kind of events are necessary for the next upcoming generation. So I would also thank Javed Garu and all the students who are listening this post podcast and who are watching this live webinar. So let me introduce myself. Myself Imran Sheikh. I'm a actually professionally mechanical engineer. Now I'm a entrepreneur. I have my own company that is Big Sense Technologies Private Limited. So before going into this session, innovators and entrepreneurship, I want to give some brief about my company. And our company name is Big Sense Technologies Private Limited, and our main services are web application and mobile application development and digital marketing services. And we have a training and services also. We have so many clients. And we founded this company for exactly 5 years back. So, and when it comes to this, today's session is all about innovation and entrepreneurship. So, in my career, first time I heard about entrepreneur in exactly in my BTech final year. In 2009, when I was in my BTech final year, there was a similar session was there in my college. One of my faculty who uh, who was taking the motivation class, he said one sentence like it's easy to get it easy to become an employee, but it's very hard to become an employer after your graduation. So uh, that sentence connected me more. Why? Because it's easy to get a job after your graduation, but it's very difficult to become to create a employment for someone. Hello. So it's very hard to create employment. So at that time, I have decided in future in my career, at least I need to create employment for at least two people. So I request and also I suggest my fellow students make sure that in your career at least make employment for at least two people in in your life. Why? Because if you see today, in our country nowadays there are so much of recession is there, so much of unemployment is there. Why? Because many people are looking for to become an employee, but nobody is ready to take the risk and become entrepreneur. So I request everyone, please focus on it, and it takes time. Be patient, but work hard. Definitely you will be success in entrepreneurship. So after my graduation, I want to do something different, and always I want to do. Uh, I want to become entrepreneur, but due to my financial position was not good at that time, so it's not become possible for me. to start any business or any enterprise. I don't have any idea what to start, where to start. At the time, I joined one company and I worked for some time. After that, I joined in post graduation because of my family pressure. As we know, our career depends upon, we never choose our career. Our family members or our relatives choose our career. So someone suggested me to do post graduation, so joined my post graduation. I completed my MTech in machine design, but I'm not happy with my profession or with my higher education. Why? Because I always want to do something new, and I want to create some employment. This was my always in my mind. So actually, one video in my I can remember in MTech final year, when I saw one video that changed total my life. One day when I watched some motivational video on YouTube, that is related to one guy. He's a BTech third year student. He from Hyderabad. He started earning 2 to 3 lakhs per month. So I got inspired, and I did some research on it. How it possible that, like, so I came to know that he has started blogging. So first time I heard about blogging and internet marketing, something like. So I came to know that by by using by doing internet marketing, we can generate employment also. So from that day onwards, it become I passionate about internet marketing. Nowadays it's called as digital marketing, and it becomes my passion. So after that, as I said, my financial position was not good, so I need to go for a job. I worked for some other company in Hyderabad. After that, I went to abroad. After going back to abroad, everything was good. I got placed in some good company in abroad. My financial status was good, but there is something is lacking in my life. That is happiness. As you know very well, money can't give you happiness. So why? Because I'm passionate about other things, but I'm doing other thing. So I'm going with my passion, but I'm passionate for other things. So after working for a few years there, I came back to India, and I had decided to do something I was planned, like entrepreneurship. I want to start a business. I want to create employment. So there were two ways, but only one option was there. That is two ways: for either I need to go with my profession, or I need to go with my passion. So at that time, I can say that moment was very, you can say, risk. I have taken some risk. Why? Because I'm getting lakhs of rupees as a salary in abroad. But at that time, that was my turning point. I quit my job. I came back to India. There was so much of criticism from my family members, from neighbors, from relatives. Why you came back here? Why you want to? You are in a good position. Why you want to change your field again? Like that, I faced so much of criticism. But as I said, money can't give you happiness. So I'm happy with my fashion. So at that time, I took a big risk in my life. I chosen my passion. So I have started working on it. So remember one thing: whenever you want to start a business, first thing, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. First thing, observation. First, observe the competitors in the market. Don't be hurry to start a business today and become rich by tomorrow. It's never possible. So many people approach me and ask me how to become a millionaire in 1 day or 2 days. Is it possible? Not possible. It's not possible to become a millionaire in 1 to 2 days. Just see the billionaires today. 2 days back, Elon Musk become world's richest person, but no one sees his hard work. 20 years hard work, 25 years hard work. Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder, Jack Ma, Alibaba founder, they have so much of hard work. 25 to 30 years of hard work was there. So it's not possible for anyone to become successful in 1 day or 2 days. It needs patience. So before that, first, whenever you want to start a business, or when you want to become entrepreneur, just observe. Observe the competitors. For example, I want to start some web development company. So first, what I have done is started observing competitors in the market. Who are the competitors right now in the market? Just observe them, and after observation, in the sense, write down the positives and negatives of your competitor, right? So for if you write down the positives or negatives of your competitors and collect the negatives and convert them into positives, obviously those people who are unhappy with that competitor will convert it becomes your client. So this is a logic. This is the first step you want to do. You have to observe the competitors and how the service of their, is that good or bad? If the service is bad, in which area they are bad, just observe them, write down, and convert them into positive. So this is the main thing. So after the observation, one fine day, I started my business. So it's not, as I said, it's not easy to start a business and become successful earlier. So uh, when I approach some clients, I face so much difficulty to compromise the client, because there are so many competitors already there in my location. So what I did was, I offered them for low price and best quality. So whenever you approach, when you are new to the market, whenever you approach a client, the first thing he said, why should I trust you? The first question he raised, why should I trust you? Then the solution for that question is, give him the best price, that is less price than your competitor, and give them the best quality work. Why? Because when you and there are three things that are important in business in between you and your client is relationship, trust, and loyalty. When you maintain these three things with your client, obviously one fine day your client list will increase, right? Why? Because when you maintain the loyalty and relationship with your client, if he becomes happy one day with your service, obviously he will connect to other people to your services. So this is called reference, right? So in this way you can improve your client list. So this is my success formula. So it takes 2 to 3 years for me to become stable in market. So now I have so many happy customers with me now, and now we are into many verticals. So as I said, we have so many verticals there, and we tie up with many other companies in India and abroad companies also. So and another important thing, as previous directors are said, how to generate ideas. So I can explain this thing in only one line: how to generate ideas, how to get an idea of any business, successful business. Simple thing: identify the problem. There are so many problems out there in market. Find the solution. That's it. If you remember, most of the people know about PayPal. The founder of PayPal was Elon Musk. How Elon Musk founded PayPal? Because the one unique thing in Elon Musk is, whenever he faced any problem, he never searched for any service provider in the market. He always searched for solution. So for him, it was difficult for him to send some international transactions. So that problem, for that problem, he created one solution, and that is today it becomes a PayPal, right? Today PayPal is generating billions of dollars. So in this way you can generate ideas. In this way you can you can get the business ideas. So important thing, again I am telling, patience is more important, and observation is more important. Don't expect the result in 1 day or 2 day, right? And always remember, go with your passion. Whatever the market will say, whatever your colleagues will say, don't think about criticism. criticism is common. It is in each and every field. Don't think about it. Be confident yourself and work on your passion. Definitely you will be succeed in future. So as another important thing, so this is about my journey. So today I have so many clients, and I want to grow my business in multi locations also. And if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
So someone asked, how can I be a good leader? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Please,
So
please go
how,
ahead.
right? How can be a good leader?
Yeah.
So good leader always interact with. He never thinks I am the owner and I am the head of this some group, or like never think like that. Your footsteps. Your team should follow your footsteps, and you should involve with them, and always give respect to your colleagues and your team. Never think I am the owner, I am the entrepreneur, my decision is the my decision is the best. Don't think like that. Always respect each and everyone's decision. And if you have any other questions, and you can ask any type of questions, like regarding entrepreneurship, business, and especially digital marketing. I'm very passionate about digital marketing, so you can ask about digital marketing also. Hello.
Yeah, students, if you have any type of questions regarding the entrepreneurship, so you can interact free and frankly with our resource person.
Yeah, what are your success habits? It's a very good question. So first thing, as I said, observation is important. First, I observe the competitors in my business, or if whenever I start any new business, first I observe and research about that business. So as I said, don't be in a hurry. And my another important success habit is every day I used to learn any new thing about my about entrepreneurship at least for 1 hour. It is my habit. Every day, we used to watch videos before we sleep, right? So I every day, what are your overcome point? So every day I used to spend at least 1 hour on reading books or watching videos like entrepreneurship, or about new innovations or new updates about my industry. Someone asked some question, Kammu, right? So anyone can ask. So interaction is very important. If you ask more questions, I can discuss more about entrepreneurship. So don't feel shy. You can ask any type of questions. What's one change I should make right now to help me get closer to my success? So the one thing is learning. Remember, life is a learning process. Keep on learning. Keep on learning. If you get a 2 lakhs per month job next month, what we do? We stop learning. Don't do that. If you get 1 crore also per month, keep it's money and knowledge is both are different, right? So always try to learn new things. What type of qualities required to become? I am happy with your words for become. Thank you so much. So keep learning. don't stop learning. Try to learn more, study more books, and keep eye on everyday new innovations around the world. Right? Anyone? Is there anyone? And I request Javed Garu, and Javed Garu, thank you so much for this opportunity, wonderful opportunity. And he's actually he himself a big role model for everyone. And he's in this small age he has completed his PhD, and he has done so much of research, and he got so much of so many patents. He is role model for us also, for me also, right? And another thing, I request Javed Garu, please, if possible, I will join another session in future, and that session would be digital marketing. If you are okay with that, we can plan another session for your students, especially on digital marketing. Why? Because there are so many opportunities out there for digital marketing. How do you advertise your business?
Sure, sir.
How do you advertise your business? See, I am myself a digital marketer, so mostly advertise through digital media platforms like social media platforms and SEO, SEM, like that. But important thing, these activities are important. But other than that, important thing, a happy client can give more clients than your advertising. So remember, your client should be happy. So mostly I advertise through digital marketing platforms only. Is there any questions?
Yeah, students, if you have any questions, please rise. Yeah. If
and last thing I want to add, Javed Garu,
yes,
and that many students want to create new. Sir, how do we know that we had a right idea? Yeah, that actually I want to tell. And many people think that we need to do something different, which no one had innovated like that. So never think about that. Whatever the idea you got, there are so many competitors already there in market. So give the best one. As I said, for example, if you want to order food online, I have Zomato and Swiggy, like that. So like that, if you take any business, we have multiple competitors. So don't think something new which no one has tried, like that. Okay, if you have got any idea, just search it. Is there any, and another important thing is there should be the requirement also be there in the market. So whatever the idea you got, for example, if I want to start my web development company in some village, it doesn't work. Idea is good, but when it comes to implementation, it doesn't work. Why? Because there will be no requirement in any village, right? So there are so many factors we need to understand before getting into the business and implement our idea. How can we analyze? Right. So, and the best thing, whoever interested in business, is it possible to learn about digital marketing by watching it? So this is the one thing is important. And another important thing is I have been in this field, digital marketing, for the last 8 years and never went to any institution. My guru is always internet. Whatever I have learned till now is from internet only. But you have so many videos regarding digital marketing. Is first thing, it is different from other courses. For example, if you join any one course, you will get the clarity in 45 to 60 days. But in digital marketing comes with practice. When you get when you join any one company after your training, after 6 months or 8 months, you get the clarity about digital marketing. Digital marketing is, it's not so easy once you watch the video on YouTube. The best way to learn digital marketing is the proper guidance. The trainer where you are learning digital marketing, which trainer you giving you the proper guidance. So that's the best thing. But you can also learn by YouTube, but it takes time. It is like an ocean. Digital marketing is, nobody tells. I'm also not expert, or Neil Patel is not. Most of the people knows about Neil Patel. He's a SEO guru all over the world. He also tells that he's also not expert, right? Everyone is a learner. That's why if you want to learn, uh, contact a good trainer. So that is the best way. It is not possible to learn immediately with YouTube videos. Why? Because in YouTube also there are so many training videos, but some people are giving extraordinary stuff, but some people are giving the average. So it becomes difficult for you to choose the best platform. But if you have any doubts, you can contact me through Javi sir regarding entrepreneurship and digital marketing also. Why? Because I feel now by joining this session, I feel I am also part of Sai Datta institutions. Why? Because I'm really impressed by this session, this innovation program. How did you build your team? Yeah, this is an important thing I want to do. As you know very well, one important sentence or there motivation, like if your target, if you want to walk short, walk alone, something like that. If you want to walk long way, walk with someone, like team, right? How do you plan growing, right? So I will explain previous question. So first thing, never try to walk alone. Team is important for any business. It's not possible to handle each and everything in your business alone. Okay, so the best way to find the team is uh, search for similar minds who are passionate like you in that particular field. For example, most of the time I also tried I also looking for someone who are similar with my passion. So one day I found one guy. He is a mutual friend of mine, and Javid Garu also is Winky, and he's my partner, colleague, and he's my like friend. So we have some similar mindset. So when we work together, when we formed a team, then we become a successful. So for successful business, a successful team is needed. How we get the successful team is when multiple similar minds work together, then you can form a similar team or a successful business. Right? Is there any questions? Did you experience the failures? So what did you, how can digital marketing sustain comparison social media marketing? Social media marketing is part of digital marketing. Digital marketing, we have so many modules like SEO, SEM. One of the modules is social media marketing. I missed one important question regarding failures. This is the main thing. Actually, before we want to do anything, we never try, but we think about failure. So never think about a failure. And if you got failure, then be happy. Why? Because failure teaches you more than your successful business. Okay, when you get a failure in anything, be happy. Why? Because failure teaches many things. So if you get failure, you can learn, you can improve your qualities, and you can there are so many things to learn, especially in failure. If you get succeed, that's the stop. You won't learn anything new. So failure is important for me, and I enjoy failure and success in the same way, right? And I got very good questions from your side, that students. Can I get any other questions? How did you haters haters are everywhere. If you remember the dialogue, no, from which movie? Like శత్రువులు ఎక్కడే ఉండరు, మన ఇంట్లోనే మన చుట్టాల మధ్యలో ఉంటారు శత్రువులు. Like from everywhere we found haters. So just the only replay you have to give your haters is with your success. That's it. I never think about them. Don't waste your time to think about your haters. Just be successful. That's enough for them to destroy. Like right, is any questions out there? How will be stable in your, how will be stable? First, stable, we need to update in market, and we need to always do research what people are expecting, what a market is looking for, what exactly the problems are. We need to, if we want to stable, we need to learn and we need to do research. How will you do business with international marketers? So now it becomes very easy to get international clients, especially now the technology is more developed. In previous, if I go back to 8 years back, there was no such technologies there. Now the technology is so improved. Now you can, now I can contact any person from any country. Like you have social media platforms and you have so many. For example, I do freelancing also, so I have so many I got so many clients from freelancing websites also. So technology is there, and social media is the best strongest platform to get clients nowadays. So LinkedIn, we have social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter. So every platform is a good and bad, but it depends how you use that platforms. If you use that platforms in a good way, it will be useful for you. So actually normally we use social media platforms for time pass, right? For time pass or watching for videos. For if you concentrate on social media platforms, you can get more clients from there from social media platforms. So think about it. And from freelancing websites also you can get clients. Do you have any regret? No, now I don't have any regret. If I would have chosen my profession rather than my passion, I would have regret now. But I don't have regrets. Why? Because I'm going with my passion. So it gives me happiness. So as I said, money can't give you happiness. Your passion gives you happiness. So go with your passion. As I said, engineering is not civil, mechanical. So my background is mechanical engineering, but now I'm in different field, right? So important thing is, again, I'm telling my students, all the students of Sai Datta, please go with your passion. Whatever be the passion, do some work, keep going, keep learning, go with your passion. That will give you happiness. And how do we find, right, this is a good one. How do we find our passion? So passion is something which you can't give you bore. For example, let me take an example. My passion is so let's say digital marketing, right? My passion is digital marketing. If you ask me to work for 24 hours without food, I can work. I never feel bored, never get irritated. That means this is my passion. So if you are doing something and if you forget the time and you don't think about anything, then that will be your passion. Whenever I work for my passion, I never get diverted. So in this way you can identify your passion. And don't copy. If someone has done something, and don't copy. Why? Because his passion is different, your passion is different, right? So in this way you can identify your passion. You never get bored and you never get distracted while you're working. So that is your passionate field, right? There's excellent questions out there till now. And can I expect, and so can we? Definitely. See, my hobby, can we someone asked how can we convert hobby into passion, right? Definitely. So it's in previous, actually now I'm a web developer and I'm running a digital marketing company here. My previous, when I was started, my hobby was blogging. right? Blogging, as you know very well, blogging is a part of digital marketing. So I have started my career there. My hobby was blogging. Blogging is my hobby. Now it becomes passion. So actually, apart from my business, I'm a pro blogger also. So in this way, you can convert your hobby into business passion also, right? Wonderful questions out there. What advice or tips would you give to young entrepreneurs how to about? So if you listen to total my session, there are so many things I have told you, which I have followed, like go with your passion, do research, keep going on learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, always at least spend 1 to 2 hours every day on learning new things, right? Reading books, watching videos like this. Spend your quality time on these things. Definitely it will helpful for your new business or entrepreneurship. Like, is anything else? What are skills books to refer? Usually book and books to refer. Mostly I used to watch videos only. Like I'm actually there is no book to success. Actually, we need to work hard, implement it. Actually, another important thing is, the one thing, the uh, the difference between a successful and a failure person is there is one word, that is try. Rather than spending on most of the time on learning, at least try on implementation also. Implementation is most important. Actually, I've seen so many innovations every day. We see so many invitations on YouTube and some other media platforms. Like, so those actually we got those kind of ideas earlier. The difference is you never tried that one, but they have implemented and become success. So go implement your idea. And someone asked me about skills. Skills, as I said, observation, reading, and you should improve your reading skill, reading some business ideas, entrepreneurs interviews. Did you believe that practice makes man? Definitely, that's what I said. Practice is important. Theoretical doesn't work. Theory doesn't work in reality, right? So practice means makes man perfect, right? So as I said, implementation is important, right? So I remember one quotation from Jack Ma. He always said that don't try to be the best, be the first. So this inspired me a lot. Why? Because most of the people try to give the best, but never try to be the first. So be first. After that, try the best best outcome. What does it mean? Morning person or night person? What does it mean? Morning? I can't understand. Morning person or night person means? Can you explain? Morning person or night person? Can you explain? Morning or night person? What does it mean? Is any questions? It means in what time you work most of time, in morning time or not? Okay, right. So as I said, what I'm doing today is my passion. So I never wear any watch. For me, work if you want to leave there are any fraud companies or market. So please, so I will explain it later. So if you see here, I don't have any watch in my room also. I never follow time. Why? Because I involved in work. For me, I worked for 365 days, 24/7. For yesterday also, yesterday was Sunday. But yesterday also till 9:30 I was in office. So I never get bored. So you can say I'm morning and night person, right? If someone asked about digital marketing, like fraud companies, something, yeah, there are so many guys that they want to train. So do you have any idea about PayPal? I hope that is software developer. PayPal is money transaction. When you want to send money in internet out of any country, international transactions for money transaction, we use PayPal. Someone asked me about digital marketing fraud companies, something like that. Yes, there are so many trainers out there in Hyderabad, especially uh, uh, who charge more and more money. Someone told me that some trainers are charging 60 to 70,000 in Hyderabad for digital marketing. Though, so those are obviously fraud companies, and there are so many fake trainers are there. So before you join digital marketing, make sure check their profile and don't go with their website appearance or any other thing. Okay, just go visit them and talk to them. Don't join immediately. Talk to them before that. Do some research about digital marketing on the internet. You can, so that you can ask more questions when you interact with them. So with that interaction, you can decide whether they are good or not. But we have so many less people out there who are genuine in digital marketing. Right? Is there any question? So, and someone asked that the morning and night time, right? So I already answered that one. And is there any new questions? So as I said, we will plan for another session in future regarding digital marketing. What have you done that you are most proud of? I'm proud of. Most proud thing is I always wanted to be a entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur, what I am today. So this is a proud thing for me, and I'm a blogger also. So, and one of my blog has got more than 1 million of traffic in last pandemic. Though that's also an achievement for me, a proud thing for me, because always I wanted to become a good blogger in my initial days. So there are so many proud things I can say. How many read you have read in this year? How many? I can't understand. How many read books? Do you mean big books? Books. No, mostly I spend most of my time watching, video. I use mostly watch videos. I don't get time to read books because I'm busy with my multiple verticals. So I don't get time, especially after videos like new updates in my industry. Like as you know, digital marketing is my passion, so I used to watch at least 1 hour of videos related with digital marketing every day. Every day I used to spend 1 hour of time. So most of the time my content consumption always video or text consumption like blogs. Is there any question? Have you ever? Yeah, I got inspired. Yeah, I have seen so many TEDx videos, TEDx talks. Like we have Josh Talk also, which is a regional one. We have Josh Talks in multiple languages, and TEDx also in international speeches and Indian motivational talks also. Right. So I hope you enjoyed our session. So any other interesting ideas you are working on? What motivates you to get? So what motivates me to get out of bed? So when you work for your passion, you can't sleep. If you have any goal, you can't sleep properly. So obviously you get out of bed earlier. So someone has asked something, I forgot. Can you show us some of the website? Yeah, sure. Very soon we will have some other session regarding our digital marketing. Then I will show you. Not my personal blogs, why? Because anyone can copy that content ideas. But I can show you some other work. Right. So over to Mr. Javid Garu. I really enjoyed this session, and thank you so much, Sai Datta institutions and all the students for interacting with me. And I hope to see you soon again, very soon. Over to Javid Garu. Sai Datta, Sri Datta. Sorry. It's Sri Datta. Okay, I would like to thank Sri Datta management and students. Sorry. Over to Javid Garu. Hello.
Yeah, Imran sir, this is Dr. Sindhil Kumar here.
Sir.
Yes sir. So it's a very wonderful session where you have shared with our students. And
Thank you, sir.
yeah, while seeing in the chat box, I can understand how much the students involved in your session and how they interacted with you. So it is very wonderful, a very wonderful session given by you for our students. I hope in near
My
future,
pleasure.
I think Dr. Javed will arrange one more session from you for digital marketing, and
Sure, sure.
and we will be very eagerly waiting for your session, sir. Once again.
Me too, sir. Me too. And
Yes.
again, at last, I would again I want to thank all the Sri Datta institutions management, all the team and IAC team, and especially our Javid Garu and all the team members and students. Thank you so much for
Yes, sir.
inviting me here. And we
No,
will.
sir. Actually, it is our pleasure to have you here.
No, you have. Our team is very good, sir. Really impressed with, especially the director's speech also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, and see you soon, everyone.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, bye. Okay, thank you, students. Thanks for your participation, and in the next session we will join soon. So have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, sir. Let's close the session. Thank you. Thank you very much, all. Thank you, Senthil, sir.
Right, thank you, David. Thank you.
ఎంపిరా